Hello! You know, I love making videos and I haven't made like a good long video in like a week, maybe more, I don't know. But the video challenge today is to talk about your favorite book and why it's your favorite book. And recently, during biannual bibliothon, I read Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno, or Leno. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So, let me just give a quick synopsis. This book is a magical realism contemporary about oof, that hurt my grammatically soul. A girl named, I think her name is Georgina, whose family all has some type of magic, and all of them, is it just the girls? Yeah, all the women in her family have magic, and it's always become clear to them what type of magic they have or what they can do by their 18th birthday. And Georgina still does not know what her magic is, and she's almost 18. On her island, there is this 300-year-old bird that comes to the island every summer and attracts a lot of tourists and bird people. I can't remember what the scientific name for it is. It's called to study birds, but they just call them bird heads. So like in this book, like the locals call them bird heads, so I might refer to them as that. Bird heads come to see this bird and document what this bird does, because it seems to be the same exact bird for the whole 300 years, and it is thought that the bird is part of this girl's family, Georgina's family, and that her magic made her turn into a bird. Something happens in this book that causes everyone to panic, the bird heads, the locals, and you slowly start to see the interactions between Georgina and Georgina's family. Is Georgina's twin sister? Yes, Mary. And their mother with the birdheads and some of the birdheads' family, such as this girl. What's her name? See, this is my favorite book, but you know what? I've only read it once. Prue. Prue and Georgina start to become friends, while Mary is after Prue's older brother Harrison, who just so happens to be a new bird head for the year. And it's so good. It's kind of like slightly a thriller at the same time as being a magical realism contemporary, and I expected really good things from this book. I thought it was going to be super fun. I thought it was going to be like kind of a mystery about what happened. But then once you start to learn what happens, it gets darker and darker and sadder, and you learn that a lot more things happened than you could ever have guessed. And it is so, so good. Georgina and Prue may have like a little bit of romance. So, you know, the female romance literally killed me. It was so cute, so good. My favorite female romance, and I have not read a huge amount of them, but it was so good. Like, I was not okay. And like, I just love this book with all of my heart. I love like contemporaries, or like I love contemporaries with like a little weird twist to them. So like the Raven Boys, contemporary with a weird like supernatural twist, or like Summer of Salt, contemporary with magical realism and a thriller twist. And it was so good. And like some of the quotes in it and some of the things it said were so like woke and so good that I literally I cried, I think, a lot while reading this book, because I just wasn't ready for a lot of the things. And like, I'm in love with this book so much. Like, I don't even know how to explain how good this book is. And it's a fairly new book. I think it may have come out in like June. It was like either May, June, or July. I think it was June or July though. So it's fairly new. I thought this was going to be kind of like a contemporary with like fairies, magic, but bippity boppity boo, with like a femme/romance. But then it was so much more than that, and I think partially the reason I enjoyed it so much was because I had lower expectations. But even though I had lower expectations, if I had like normal or higher expectations, I would have loved this just the same. The characters were so well developed. The plot was really, really interesting. The magic was really cool. I really loved it. The writing was really good, and now I need to read everything by Katrina Leno. I need to read everything else she's written because this was so good. And I can't rave about this book more, but like even the cover, just looking at it like makes me happy because like look at how cute they are. So yeah, if that doesn't make you want to read this book, what are you doing? And let's have some honorable mentions. My second favorite book is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. Amazing, so good. Try it. It's food. Try it. Ew. Sometimes I do things I regret. My third favorite book, Witchwood by Tahada Mafi. Read Furthermore first if you don't. My fourth favorite book, and my last favorite that I have in a order, is Ghost Friends Forever by Monica Gallagher and Kata Kane, which I read on the first day of Booktubeathon, and it is the best graphic novel I've ever read. I'm sorry everyone's an alien when you're an alien too, but like, I'm not sick of you, but at the same time, I've read you 5 times. And this has an actual story. I feel bad. I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay. But like this, I feel like everyone knows what We Are Okay is about. Witchwood is like a middle grade. Witchwood and Furthermore are a middle grade like fantasy, and they're so cute and so good. And this, my heart, it's about, I like how this turned into talking about every one of my favorite books. And not just my favorite book. But this, I just want to tell you what this is about because more people need to read this, because I saw that there was like barely any ratings. I mean like under 100 if I remember correctly. Ratings for this book. It's about this girl whose family runs a ghost like paranormal helpers business. Like they help ghosts cross to the other side. But their parents are divorced, and each parent got custody of one of the children. So the main character, Sophia, is in her dad's custody, and her mom runs the ghost business now. So she decides to do this without her mom's permission and goes ghost hunting one day in the forest and meets Whitney, a ghost who died in the 90s. And as they start to fall in love, Whitney realizes that she was murdered, and they have to find out how and what happened. And there's going to be a second book in October, I believe. And I need somebody to read this. I need to talk about this with someone because it was so good. Also this, because my heart. Thank you for watching. I will stop now. My Booktubeathon vlog will be up soon, as well as another video that it was super fun to do. So I hope you enjoy those. See you later. Bye.